Hi everybody, it's Willie here from Insistics, and today we're here to talk about the Vectothor Osprey LED light unit. So what we're going to cover is we're going to cover the installation and actually the unit itself and the components that are inside it. So I'll just bring you in a little bit closer and let's have a look and see what's inside this box. Okay, thanks for zooming in with me and having a look. I'm just going to turn this box around towards me at the moment. Just get my Stanley knife. We've just got a little tag here that we just need to cut out. So you just see that little bit there, just allows the flap to open up. So inside the box here, let's have a look at what we've got. I'm just going to take everything out of here. It's all nice and tightly packed in so it doesn't move around too much. And then I'll just get rid of the box just so we can have a good look at what we've got inside the unit itself. Okay, so on the top here, there was a metal plate plus a template. So the template is for putting on the wall and marking to allow you to know where you are going to put your wall bracket for the light unit. Inside the other box here, we've got the power point plug to run the unit. We've got the screws and the two raw plugs to attach this to the wall. And we have also got a booklet on the unit, so you can have a read at cleaning tips and about the lamps and so forth. So we'll just take these protective edges off. All comes in cardboard boxes these days because we're all about sustainability and looking after the environment. Now I'm just going to take this protective cover off the unit. Also with these bags as well, they're green bags, biodegradable. Everywhere that we can make a little difference, that's what we try and do. Okay, here is the Vectothor Osprey LED unit. So what I'm going to show you here, at the bottom of the unit we've got the catchment. Now if I just grab at the back here, just round about these areas, and I just pull it outwards, that bottom section comes off very easily. So this is, as I've said before, this is a catchment tray for the bottom of the unit. I'll just put that aside. Now for the top section, we do the same, we just pull the edge off, and that's it, the whole case comes off. Very easy to assemble and disassemble. This is the inside of the unit itself. Now in the bottom is the glue board. So I'm just going to remove that out of here. Now the glue board has got a protective cover on it because obviously this is very sticky for the flies to stick to. And all you do is you just grab a corner and you peel it off, and that's how you access the stickiness to the glue board. I'm just going to put that back on there because obviously I'm just doing a demonstration on the unit today. Now on both sides here, you can see there's two little raising slots. We just get the glue board. The glue board simply just goes in each side of them, slide it up, and then in the very bottom of the unit, there's a little lip that sticks out that the glue board fits into, and that just allows it to stay in place and doesn't slide down. Now when these get transported, we've got the blue tape on the ends here. This is just to keep the globes in place and not have them rattling around. So we'll just remove them, very simple to take off. Now to remove the LED light, I'm just going to turn it towards you like so, and it just lifts out. Now on the end of this, it says live side. It's just got it written just there. Now what that is when you look at the unit, in one end there's a green part. On the other end where it fits into, it's a black end. So the live part goes into the green end. You must put that in like that or your light's not going to come on. Now this is a diffuser that's sort of built into this lamp. So the Astron LED lamps are engineered to spread this light in a diffused manner over the entire surface of the lamp tube. What this does is, to the human eye, it doesn't look as bright, but it's very bright to flies. So when your clientele come in and they're inside your shops and so forth, they don't have this bright light shining at their face. And on the back, you can just see slightly, hopefully, it's like a darker color. So we got to make sure we put the globe in the correct way. So we just slide it back into the slots in the end, twist it back towards me, and then when it has live side facing out the way, we now know that this unit is ready to go and the lights are placement well. So I'm just going to grab this cover, stick it back on again, get the catchment cover, put that back on. Very easy to put together and take apart. Now on the back here, I'm just going to show you, you've got these little clips. Now what this is that's for your bracket that fits onto the wall. So when it fits onto the wall, these just slide, these just slide up in place, and you can just take the unit on and off the wall very easily. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to show you how to install this onto a wall. So all we need is a wall to do that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cover installing the Osprey LED Vectothor light unit. So I've basically just got a straight edge here. It's got some measurements on it. I'm just having a look at this wall. It's 1.2 meters long. So basically, I want to put this unit bang in the middle of the wall. You don't have to have all this equipment, but I'm just going to go to 60, which is half of the 120. I'm going to come down. I want my unit to sit round about there. So now I know I have got the exact center of the wall there. Now, when it comes to the template, as I say, it's just a little bit of paper here. What we can do, you can get a little spirit level and just sit it on there. I'm going to move it across so it's bang in line with that halfway mark. And I'm just going to get my spirit level, and that's it. It's bang level. So I'm just going to get the tape. I've got two little bits of tape on there. Now my template is ready to go. Now if this was a brick wall, we're obviously going to use a masonry drill bit. Why have I got electrical tape on my drill bit? Because that's the same length as the raw plug that's inside here. So once I get down to my tape, I know that I've went far enough into the wall. There's no need for me to go any deeper into that wall. We'll fit the raw plugs. Now, obviously, this is a piece of timber that I've set up for the wall, so I don't need raw plugs. So I'm just going to remove this. The same case if, you know, we're going to be doing the same thing. So what we can do is I can just get little bits of tape, put it straight on the end of my unit here. I'm going to go bang to the middle again, put my spirit level on it. That's me bang level. I'm just going to tape that there. Whoop. And that's me in place. So now I would just get my screws. I'm just going to screw this into place. I can remove my tape because I don't need that anymore. I'm just going to fling my spirit level back on it. I'm so happy the bubble's right in the middle. Then I'm going to grab my Vectothor Osprey LED unit, and as I say, we got these bits at the back, and what these do is these just slot into the bits on the on the bracket, and that's it. It doesn't go any further. I can hear that that's like sliding in enough. And that's the unit installed. So we can remove the unit if we like. When you come to service this, you can just unclip it while it's all still on the wall as well. Now, what I'm going to cover today is what we want is a power point. So if you have a power point installed near the unit, then we don't have to worry about having extension leads running everywhere. It's close by. What else don't we want to do? Well, let's have a look. I'll just get myself a little bit more sticky tape. So when you install this unit, what we don't want to do is we don't want to install it over a wall fan or anything like that. We don't want any fast moving air passing past this unit. We want to keep it away from things like that. What else don't we want to do? We don't want to stick it right next to a window where we've got a massive amount of UVs coming in, because we're going to be competing against the UVs coming into that window as we are with this unit. So you want to make sure you place the unit in the correct place. We don't want any air moving. We don't want any direct sun competing with our light unit. We want to put it away in a corner that is free of moisture. We don't want anybody hosing this light unit down. We don't want it going in an area where there's a massive amount of dust. If you have a lot of dust blown into this unit, it's going to stick on the sticky pad. This means you're going to have to service this a lot more, because your pad's going to get filled up more with flies and dust elements. So we don't want to do that either. So that's pretty much how we want to install this unit. We've put it in a nice place. We've got a power point fitted by a professional electrician, and it's ready to go. So all we have to do now is get our power plug. And I'm going to just put this into the unit. Now you just got to make sure, that your power's switched off, etc. We're going to bring it over into the imaginary power point and plug it in. And I'm going to switch it on. There we go. Beautiful. Now, as you can see, you don't have a massive amount of light shining in your face, but to the flies, this is absolutely going to send them insane. So this is how you install the Osprey Vectothor unit. The next stage I'm going to show you is how to clean and maintain the unit. Okay, thanks for joining me back here. So we're going to cover on how to clean the unit and replace the glue boards, etc. once it's on site. So first of all, we just have to go to the power source, click it off. We can unplug the unit as well. That doesn't hurt to have that done. So we just unclip the bottom, which is a catchment tray. We just get a damp cloth. You can use methylated spirits if you want, if you find it's quite heavily with dirt. And we just wipe that out. Now we can take the complete cover off here. We've got a damp rag again. We can clean these Astron lamps. Get the LEDs nice and clean. Let's pretend the glue board's all dirty. Fold it up. We fling it away. We bring the new glue board in. Remember to peel it off to expose the sticky glue underneath. Push that back into place. Now the LEDs, we only have to replace them every 3 years. So the same thing, we'll just take the tape off here that holds these ones in, twist it. We come up with a new LED, make sure The live side goes into the green section. We push it in there, we twist it. The live side's pointing out the way, which tells us the LED's pointing out the way. Now, just as a demonstration, I'm going to put this in and put it the wrong way. And I'm going to plug my unit in, switch it on, and you can see we've got the LED facing out. Now the LED in this one's pointing in the way. We do not want it like that. We'll switch the power off, twist it right round. It's now facing out the way. Let's put the power back on. Happy days, the LED is facing out. Okay, I'm just going to unplug this again because I've got my cover to fit back on. Cover's clipped into place. I want my catchment tray back on. My catchment tray is now back in place. Put my power source back in, switch it back on. That's this unit, beautiful, clean, ready to go again. I'd just like to say, like, aesthetically, these are a great looking unit. They are very easy to install and they're very simple to service. The glue boards that come with all our range of units for the Vectothor range as well, they're temperature optimized, so it means that they're going to work in high or low temperatures. So they'll work to the maximum ability they're going to. Also, when you go to discard these glue boards, please remember, just fold them in half and stick it to itself. This means that non-targeted species is going to get stuck to this when you try and discard it into a waste bin. Also, with the lamps that come with these units, it's basically classed as an eco bright lamp technology. It's 50% less power than traditional lamps. So what this means is it's going to half your client's running cost of the units. And then you only have to replace this every 3 years. So that's less landfill that's gone into our planet also. The lamp contains no glass. It's mercury free, it's lead free, it is toxic free. Also, while I'm talking about the units, as we know, it comes with a fly unit, comes with a power cord, comes with our attachment screws and raw plugs to attach it. It's got this great booklet. When you open up and have a look inside it, it says replacement of equipment, installation, cleaning, changing the glue boards, lamp replacement. It basically has everything in this little booklet that you need to know when servicing and installing these light units. And also our bracket that we have to attach it to the wall for easiness. Please also be aware that with these templates, you can peel them off and it's got a sticky back, which allows you to also stick that directly to the wall to do your drilling. Now, thinking of the environment, please recycle the cardboard. The bag is compostable and biodegradable. And as I've said already, 3-year lamp means less landfill. Why would you choose Insistix and Vectothor? Because we're the leading innovators in pest management. We are here to help you, your client, and the planet where we can. Thanks for putting your trust in us, and we'll catch up with you on the next one. Goodbye.